guys, you're back with Brecken, and I'm with In Spite of and Because of. And today I'm going to be talking to you about how in the world do I shop for my family of 4 plus a daycare where I have 5 kids and myself for meals. So when I plan out my menus, I'm planning 3 meals a day, 7 days a week. And when I shop, I only spend $100 to $150 a week. So I go to the store every single week, and every Thursday I will do my ads. So every Tuesday our sale ads come, and if you get the newspaper or you just call the newspaper, they will send out the sale ads. So that's what we do. We don't actually get the whole paper. It just seemed like a waste of money to us when all we really ever needed was the sale ads. So here's the sale ads, and there's I think 5 stores that come, and I will go through these on a Thursday evening. I'll sit while we watch TV, and I will go through and figure out what is on sale. And what I do is I have my own little notebook, and I do this every single week. And here's from last week's. So I put the date at the top, and then I write down on my, I write down Aldi's, and then I put what they have on sale there. And I always start with Aldi's because Aldi's is always cheaper. So if they have it, then I know that I don't need to look at the other places. So I always put Aldi's and what they have on sale. And then I do Price Chopper, Hy-Vee, and Payless, and sometimes Dollar General. I don't really ever shop there, but if they have something for the daycare, for sensory tubs or something, then I will write that down. But I always compare prices to Walmart and Aldi's. So that's what I do. So then I write down anything that we would buy, anything that would make a good meal, then that's what I will write down. So I know a lot of people do their menus at the beginning of the month, but I actually shop off the sale ads, and that's usually what I purchase. And then I get everything else at Aldi's if I can get it, and then if I can't get it there, then I will get it at Walmart. So on a Thursday night, I have written down everything that's on sale, and then I go through and I will cross out items. So somebody else had peanut butter cheaper than Price Chopper did for $1.69. So I crossed that out because I knew that wasn't something that I needed after I found out that I could get it somewhere else cheaper. And then they had cantaloupe 2 for $5. Well, I can get it cheaper at Aldi's, so I crossed that off the list. And green beans, they had $1.49, but over at Payless, they actually had 88 cents a pound. So I went ahead and crossed that off, and then I left that on my Payless ad. So I go through that. At first, I go through and I write everything down. Then I go and I start crossing stuff off if I find it cheaper at another place. Or I know Aldi's and Walmart's prices pretty well for the things that we typically buy. And so if I know that they have it cheaper, then I'll go ahead and cross it off the list. Usually I don't go anywhere else. I always just pretty much shop at Aldi's and Walmart. But sometimes if I know that I'm going to purchase enough at Price Chopper to earn the fuel points, then I will just go ahead and purchase those items at Price Chopper. If I'm not going to spend $50, which I usually don't, if I'm not going to spend $50 at Price Chopper, then I will always get everything at Walmart. It just makes it a lot simpler. And so that's how I begin my menu shopping, grocery shopping. And then at the very top, I put items that I know that we need for the week no matter what. So like we needed foil, I needed some face soap, we were wanting to get a new skillet, eggs, and buttermilk. So those were the things that regardless of if it was on sale, I was already needing because I had plans for those items. So then I go through and I figure out who has the best meat on sale. I haven't purchased anything but chicken at Aldi's. We decided that we would just buy one meat at it every time we go just to try it out and see if we liked it. So I've only gotten the chicken legs, and they were really, really good. So I'm hopeful that the rest of the meat will be just as yummy. So then I go through, and I knew that they had fish sticks were a really good deal. They were like half off at Price Chopper this week. So I knew we were going to do fish sticks for lunch one day. I use half the box for one meal, and then in a couple weeks, then I can use the other half of the box. So for $3, it's $1.50 a meal, which is a really good deal. I don't typically make or cook processed foods very often for the daycare. Everything's pretty much from scratch, but every once in a while it's just nice just to throw something out on the table and not feel like I've got to prepare so much the night before. So there are times where I do, but usually I will just serve leftovers of our meals. But it's nice to have some of those quick ones on hand when we didn't have enough leftovers or we ended up eating out for whatever reason. And so that's what I do. So, all right, so now you know that I've made my list, and then after I've gone through everything, then I will put a star by the things that I know that I want in my menu for the week. And then I take mine, of course I didn't have it with me, but I have a menu that I use for the daycare where I have to write down all of our meals for breakfast, lunch, and snack. And I have to make sure that I have breads, I have to make sure I have fruits and vegetables, I have to have a protein, and a milk, well, always milk. So what I do, and that's the other thing, I always get my milk at Sam's Club because it's $2.70 for a gallon of 1% milk, which is what I have to serve the daycare. And a gallon of 1% milk at Price Chopper runs you about $4.30, and for a gallon at Walmart it's about $4.20, and at sometimes you can get $3.70 at Walgreens, but usually it's about $4.50, I think. So it's just so much cheaper if we just get it at Sam's Club. So my husband every Monday will go to Sam's Club and get 2 gallons of milk. I don't get ahead of time because their milk doesn't have the little circle thing where you know that when it freezes and expands. A lot of milk does, but theirs doesn't, so I haven't tried that yet. So we just go every Monday and get 2 gallons because that's what I need for the week. Then I've gone through my sale ads, which I had shown you. I've written it down on here. And then I go through and I figure out, okay, Aldi's I know their chips are cheaper, their pretzels are cheaper, usually their eggs are cheaper, their milk is always cheaper, but again, Sam's Club is actually cheaper than that. And so I just kind of go through what I know at Aldi's I can get at a better deal, and I think of what meat's on sale. So usually I'm shopping off the meats that are on sale for that week. So lately they've had a lot of pork and ground beef on sale. So we have made our meals go around there. And I also do a vegetarian meal one time a week for the daycare just so that they have variety with chicken and pork and beef and a vegetarian meal. And then I make the list for Aldi's, and then I will go to Aldi's, and whatever I can't find there, then I will go to Walmart. And Walmart, you can price match all of your items. And that's how I shop for all of us. So thank you for watching how I try to save money and shop on our budget of $100 to $150 a month. Join me again for another rendition of how I shop for my family and daycare. Thank you for watching In Spite of Because of with Brecken. Please leave a comment below. Let me know what you thought of my Walmart, Aldi's shopping trip. How I keep my family on a budget. Let me know if you have any other tips and tricks on how to save money. I choose not to do couponing just because I don't have the time with the family and running an in-home daycare. I already spend enough time with everything else that this is the way I keep our family on a budget that we can afford. If you have any tips and tricks, let me know because I'd be more than welcome to hear them and see if I can save just a little bit more money because I would love that. I was spending way too much. So I'm very excited that I've cut it almost in half since beginning our daycare. So I'm very excited and wanted to share that with you. So thank you for watching In Spite of Because of. Looking forward to seeing you next time. Bye.